Freestyle Repertory Theater and Synergy Theater proudly present Right Away. It's a show, it's a jam, it's the best of both worlds. Please welcome your host for the event, Laura Livingston.
Hello, everybody. I'm Laura Livingston. I'm the artistic director of Freestyle Repertory Theater here in New York City. Tonight's show is Right Away is a co-production between Freestyle Rep and Synergy Theater in Walnut Creek, California. Two companies divided by a continent, but united in the belief that improvisation is an important theatrical art form. In Right Away, audience and cast alike get the opportunity to suddenly write something and then, if they choose to, immediately read it to an audience. Here's how the show works. We have playwrights here who will have 45 minutes to write a brand new play based on audience suggestions. And while they're off writing, everyone in the audience, that's you folks, is invited to play some improv writing games with me. My advice is to play those games using pencil and piece of paper, very old school. It makes it possible for you to see what's going on the screen while you're writing. And then after each game, we'll hear as many of you read what you wrote as we can get. I encourage you to volunteer to read what you wrote without even considering whether it's good. It's just fun to hear how many different directions everyone's writing goes. And then after 45 minutes, the playwrights will return and present the world premiere of their brand new work. Now, before I introduce the playwrights, I'd like to just go over a few housekeeping things here for those who haven't been to Right Away before or haven't done much Zoom. When you are participating via Zoom, I've just asked that you keep your camera and your video off for now, but in a few moments, I'm going to ask you to turn them back on. And I would love it if you did that. Now, this show is streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. So when your video is on, if you're running around naked or doing something completely illegal, I will understand if you keep your camera off. But for any other reason, please turn it on. The more of us that turn our cameras on, the more we can see each other and visually support each other, see each other laughing, clapping, or giving thumbs up, the more fun the show gets. And I also invite you to turn on your chat feature, which you'll find by hovering your cursor about in the center at the bottom of your screen. That's how we are going to be getting your suggestions to inspire our playwrights. And speaking of playwrights, here they are. Our first playwright is the author of this book, How to Improvise a Full-Length Play, The Art of Spontaneous Theater. He's also the artistic director of our co-producer, Synergy Theater, and he is also the producer of many groundbreaking improv shows, including many online. One of the live ones is Adventure Serial, an improvised globe-trotting quest, and it opens this Thursday in person at the Lesher Center for the Arts in Walnut Creek. Please welcome to the screen, Ken Adams.
Hello,
Hey,
Laura.
Ken.
Thank you for that.
How's your show looking? What will
It's
people see?
looking awesome. I'm very excited about it. We have rocks and ramps and vines, and it's going to be a full-length improvised play in the style of an Indiana Jones movie, harkening back to the adventure serials of the 1930s. The rehearsals have been a blast, and I'm really excited about it.
Sounds very exciting and
Thank you.
very physical and heart-stopping. Excellent.
Indeed.
Our next playwright is in her fifth season writing with the Monday Night Playground, where several of her plays have had staged readings. In fact, America Chavez, Particle Flyer, won the People's Choice Award this fall. And last year, 3 centimeters per second won that award, and then went on to a production at the Fringe of Marin. And her short plays, Lucy in the Clouds, which began life here at Right Away, starring me, and Strike Home have also had staged readings around the Bay Area. Please welcome Lisa Gay Thompson. Lisa, I'm so glad we get to have you tonight. I know Monday nights are often at a playground.
That's right. It's a happy coincidence that you changed the date.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. And how do you take a play that starts here onto something that might be actually produced on stage?
Well, this was one that just sparked something in me. So I decided to turn it into a longer play. And then I just started submitting it around. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to submit it somewhere else.
Excellent. I love
Yeah.
that. So you get the idea here. You were required to continue with it for 45 minutes, and then you just kind of yes and what your rough draft and keep at it.
Yeah. Yeah. And in this case, I changed a lot, but kept a lot, and the kernel is there.
Sounds like a good formula for getting things done. Excellent.
Yeah.
Our next playwright is a member of my company, Freestyle Repertory Theater, and she studies playwriting with Arlene Hutton at the Barrow Group here in New York City. Her play, To Go or Not to Go, was produced last weekend at the Malvern Theatre Company in Melbourne, Australia. Please welcome Laura Valpy. Hey, Laura, what
Hey,
did you
Laura.
hear? What did you hear or see about that production? I didn't realize it had happened.
Yeah, it totally happened. The last I heard was in the days leading up to the weekend run, was that they were having fun staging it and all sounded like they were going well. And oh, thanks, Lisa. And then I don't know how it went, but the plan is that they recorded it. They got my permission to record it, and they're going to put it up on YouTube and everything. So I'm like waiting to see.
Excellent,
Yeah,
excellent. I will look
yeah,
forward to seeing it then as well.
yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
So,
Our next
yep, well,
playwright, oops, our next playwright until recently served as the artistic director of the fabled Metropolitan Playhouse in New York City, and he remains the artistic director of its parent company, Parseval's Productions. You've seen him here at Right Away before, and he has several one-act plays and full-length plays and adaptations to his credit. He is currently working on a new play about the largely unknown circumstances of German prisoners of war in America during World War II. Please welcome Alex Rowe. Hey,
Hi,
Alex.
Laura. Hello, everyone.
It's great to have you back here again. I'm glad you're
It's
in town, sitting down, not out running.
I know I'm not. In fact, I'm not in town though. I'm in another state. Hence the new wall.
I thought it might be I thought it might be a virtual wall.
No. No. I think no. It's very solid.
I'm convinced. I'm convinced.
Contains.
Well, it's excellent to see you, and I'm glad you have time to interrupt some writing to do some more writing with us. It'll be totally fun.
Oh, me too. Always
Uh,
inspirational. Great to see everyone.
let's get the other three playwrights back on the camera. And this is the time, audience members, that if you haven't already opened up that chat feature in the middle, please do, because our playwrights are going to be asking for some suggestions to kickstart their play. When they do, if you have an idea, just type it in their chat there. Playwrights, let's go in the order in which I introduced you, which is Ken Adams. Ken, what would you like from our lovely audience members?
All right. Well, in the pre-show chat, we were talking about how I observed Thornton Wilder being so blatant about what his theme was and just having actors say things like, oh, I know what this play is about. It's about blank, and that blank represents blank. So I'm going to have that line in my play because I want to be as good as Thornton Wilder. So I need three suggestions from the audience, and they're going to fill in the blank. So here's the sentence. Oh, I know what this play is about. It's about blank, and that'll be like a theme. And that blank, that thing in the play, represents blank. So go ahead and fill in one of those blanks for me. Oh, I know what this play is about. It's about blank. And people just throw, oh, it's about wind chimes. Okay, terrific. It's about the value of, oh, it's about the value of friendship. Very nice. Okay, what else do we got? All right. I'll take that one. It's about the value of friendship, and that blank represents blank, and that let's see, wind chimes, and those wind chimes, okay, what do the wind chimes represent? Those wind chimes represent, I'll I'll take, let's see, I'll take Ray Valpy's there. Those wind chimes represent neurodiversity. Neurodiversity. And while other people are getting their suggestions, I will eagerly be looking up the word neurodiversity. All right. Oh, I know what this play is about. It's about friendship, and those wind chimes represent neurodiversity. Someone will explain that to the audience in my play. I apologize for taking so much time.
And also for taking my first prompt to the audience.
Oh, sorry.
Thank
It'll
you
be fine.
for that.
Lisa Gay Thompson, what will inspire you tonight?
I would like an extremely specific location. So, Karen's bathroom.
Is that all we're getting?
I'm really trying not to go there. Okay, the top of the refrigerator in the cabin in Mosky.
I just want to make sure that everyone in the audience knows they're welcome to type in Oh, there we go.
Corner store, a college student union meeting room. Dun, 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 dun. College dorm. You know, yeah, the top of the room of Mrs. Jones's house, a bar in Sheffield. Okay, the top of the room of Mrs. Jones's house.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right. Laura Valpy Rodriguez, what do you need?
Yes, please. I would like two things. And I'm going to ask the two different questions, but you don't need to tell me which question you're answering, or you can answer both. I would like to know something that you, the audience, did today, or something that happened today that was unexpected. Something you did that was unexpected, or something that happened today in your real life that was unexpected. And then the second thing is, what is something you did or something that happened that was completely expected? Something that you had planned for, or you just knew it was going to happen. Expected and unexpected. All right. Witnessed a car accident. Whew. Holy moly. Oh my goodness. It could be boring things too, whether expected or unexpected. Boring is great. The alarm clock actually worked. Walked through botanical gardens. Ooh, got junk mail. What a surprise. Went to the gym. Nice. Okay, great. Oh, I'm a little bit more deluge with invitations to Oh, wow. So many cocktail parties to be invited to. Did a donut in a parking lot. All right, these are great. I'm definitely going to take I don't know if I'm pronouncing the word right. Deluged with invitations to cocktail parties. And let's go with did a donut in a parking lot. Yeah.
So we
go.
can just guess which of those was unexpected and which was expected.
Yeah.
It's very
Maybe
entertaining.
they were both unexpected, but there we go. Thank you for the suggestions. These are great.
And Alex Rowe, what do you long for from us?
Well, like Ken, I was inspired by our conversation about Thornton Wilder, and I would like to request two things also. A line, real or imagined, from, let us say a Thornton Wilder play, although I was really thinking it could be any play written before 1940, and a particular article of clothing that might appear in that play. A line, real or imagined. Corset. Okay, nice. That's not a line I'm guessing, but actually an article of clothing. A vest, maybe a vest. Or a they, maybe. Vest. I'm not getting a line. I can go with just the article of clothing as well, and I'll take responsibility for all the
There we
text.
go.
Oh, there it is. Somebody's been
Yeah.
reading Our Town. Yeah. And a cummerbund. Very nice.
For those who
Well,
can't,
I think,
I was going to say, for those who can't see the chat, the line that was suggested is, "Oh, Earth, you're too wonderful for anybody to realize, anybody to realize you."
thank you. I think that's the line then. And I think the article of clothing is a vest, a VES. I was wearing one before we came on the air. So, oh, Earth, you're too wonderful for anybody to realize you wearing a vest.
All right, playwrights, let's just go around really quickly and remind ourselves, even though it happened moments ago, I have the short memory of an improviser, of what you're going away with. Ken, what are you taking away from this to write your play?
During my play, one of the actors will explain to the audience that the theme of the play with the line, "Oh, I know, this play is about friendship, and those wind chimes represent neurodiversity."
All right. And Lisa?
Yeah, I have a very specific location at the top of a room in Mrs. Jones's house.
Excellent. Laura Valby.
Having been deluged with invitations to cocktail parties and did a donut in a parking lot.
Excellent. And Alex Rowe.
And a line, real or imagined, oh, Earth, you're too wonderful for anybody to realize you. And an article of clothing, a they.
I know what that is, but I will soon find out. Writers, I'm going to send you away in just a moment with 45 minutes to write a play. Keep a keen eye out for texts, because we will be sending you time reminders and more suggestions. And remember, whatever you write will be right. All right, on your mark, get set, right away. And audience, as our writers are turning off their videos and their microphones, Ken Adams, your video is still on, but as he's going away and leaving us, I invite you to turn your video on in the audience and wave hello. If you haven't already, go ahead and grab a pencil and a piece of paper if that's the way you're going to be writing, which I recommend. And just a quick reminder, we're streaming on YouTube and Facebook. So if you're selling contraband ivory from slaughtered elephants or doing something equally disgusting, well, that's what I'll assume you're doing if you leave your camera off. But if you turn your camera on, it's very, very helpful to the rest of us. We'd love to see you all. You do have options on how you watch this. You can go up to the right-hand corner of your screen and you will see some options like gallery view or speaker view. That just, you can choose whatever option you like. That won't affect how the others see the rest of us. And if you're all ready, and if you are keeping your camera off, you can still participate. I mean, please do write. And if you'd like to read what you wrote, you could either pop your camera back on or just give me a shout and let me know that you would like to read with your camera off. I can deal with it. So here we go. Funny that we were talking about Thornton Wilder so much. I have been lately using some, what we're going to do is play some improv games to write some rough drafts. Just little nonsense games. And I've been turning to famous authors lately to come up with some of these games. I noticed on the old worldwide interweb that a few things happened on January 29th. One is, it's the day of Kansas statehood. I didn't need the internet for that because I grew up in Kansas. I knew that. But also the Prohibition Amendment was ratified. And it's also Anton Chekhov's birthday. So the playwright Anton Chekhov, the state of Kansas, especially in the 1960s when I was there, and prohibition amendments all kind of merged in my head and made me think about things like emptiness, longing, and deep emotion. And also, I came up with some games based on some of the writings of Chekhov. Now, when we do these, I'll just tell you that we don't particularly try to write in the style of Chekhov. It's just that's the writing that made me think of games. And you'll see what I mean in just a moment. So if you don't sound a thing like Chekhov, never read Chekhov, don't know who I'm talking about other than the character on Star Trek, that's a-okay. Don't worry about it. This is grand. I would, Ken preempted one of the suggestions that we were going to send them. So I would like to just shock the living daylights out of them and send them a suggestion already. What this means is you are going to come up with something, type it in the chat, and they have to do it right away in their play. And the suggestion I would like is one of the characters verbally does something. An example would be they say a lot. Could you type a suggestion like that down in the chat, and I'll just send it to them while they can still incorporate it right away into their scripts. Yeah, like one of them shrieks, one of them does bird calls, one of them, you say sneezes 3 times. I'm gonna say they sneeze a lot. That's what I mean, some kind of recurring thing, like they say a lot. And says, oh, wow, a lot. That's the one I'm going to give them. And they're just going to be so shocked that it's coming this early. 3 years and we've never sent anything this early. Here we go. One of the characters says, oh, wow, a lot. There we go, folks. Oops. That ought to set them on their heels a bit. All right. Our first, grab that pencil and piece of paper. I'm gonna, just to get us started, cranking stuff out, I'm gonna say a word, and then I ask you to spontaneously write down a word that word might make someone long for. Like if the word was light, I might think immediately it makes someone long for sunglasses. You just slap that down, but do it as spontaneously as you want. If you can't think of anything, just write any old thing down, because all we're doing is being spontaneous. I will say that in improv, we strive for spontaneity. Our rules are say yes, make each other look good. So in writing, what I think about saying yes is like, is my first idea good? Yes, I'm going with it. So that's what we're doing here now. All right, here we go. First word is calculator. Second word is magnet. Third is cherry tree. Table. Empty box. And the last is ostrich feather. And who wants to just do a little call and response reading of this? I'll read the word I said, and you write down the word that you thought it would make someone long for. Do you prefer if I call on people? Ah, Karen, you turned your mic off, so I'm going to take that as volunteering. Here we go. Calculator.
Pencil.
Magnet.
Refrigerator.
Cherry tree.
Bench.
Table.
Delicious meal.
Empty box.
Present.
Ostrich feather.
Nose to tickle.
They all made total sense to me. And even if they didn't, it would have been great. Cheryl, you want to jump in and give it a shot?
Sure.
Here we go. Calculator.
A pen and paper.
Nobody likes these machines. Magnet.
A refrigerator.
Cherry tree.
A basket.
Table.
A vase of daisies.
Empty box.
A small playful child.
Ostrich feather.
A scrapbook.
That's beautiful. I love that. Ray, you want to go? No, Ray? Mike, give it a shot.
Sure.
Here we go. Thank you. Calculator.
Slide rule.
Magnet.
Steel.
Cherry tree.
Pie.
Table.
Chair.
Empty box.
Present.
Ostrich feather.
Egg.
Cool. Love it. Anybody who has your video off, if you turn your microphone on, I'll know you want to read. That will be a sign unto me. So just turn your microphone on if you want to read with your camera off. I'm looking for it. But if I don't see it, I'm going to move on. All right. I'm going to move on. Here we go. This next game that I came up with is I call it a monologue of loss, because I read some Chekhov today, and this is from The Cherry Orchard. And what I think is interesting to listen to is just how much repetition goes on in it. It's a young woman of 23 who's been working at a day job for a couple of years now. And she is sobbing. She says, where has it all gone? Where is it? Oh my God, I've forgotten everything, everything. Everything is in a tangle in my mind. I don't remember the Italian for window or ceiling. I'm forgetting everything. Every day I forget something more, and life is slipping away and will never come back. We'll never, never go to Moscow. I see that we won't go. And the game I came up with based on that, which doesn't need to sound like that at all, goes a little something like this. Think of something right now that is lost. Anything, an object or something like learning, like Irina was saying in that, anything, whatever you thought of is absolutely right. That's what we're going to go with. And then write about hyperbolically what that loss means. In Irina's case, it meant the loss of her learning or remembering things meant that she would never, ever go to Moscow. And then repeat words in it, like Irina repeated everything, everything, where. They could be hyperbolic words like nothing, nothing, or not hyperbolic words like where. It's basically that improv game of writing something and saying yes to it. So obviously that you actually repeat it and
Laura?
write that. Yes,
Or what does hyperbolic mean?
it means exaggerated.
Exactly. Okay,
Like
thank
she
you.
obviously has not forgotten everything. She's still
Okay,
able
got
to, you know, it's an exaggeration. Thanks for that. And also, if you don't understand my instruction, do know that I don't either. I just made this up. Let's see where it goes. I'll give you about, I think about a minute to write. Go for it. Let's take 30 more seconds. Ten seconds. Raise your hand for me if you just want more time. All right, gonna have 10 more seconds. Who wants more time? 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Before we hear these, I'd like to send in another suggestion to the playwrights. What I would like is one of the characters sees an object and has an intense emotional overreaction to it. What is that object and what is the emotion? Just type it in chat there. And what I'm getting here is a character sees a stapler. Anything else from anyone in the audience? Those of you who are not on camera, you can type these in here too. Aha, a knife, an empty box. Actually, I'm going with that one. A character sees an empty, jealousy and a stray dog. I'm gonna go with sees a bug and fear. Still going with the empty box causes panic. A character sees an empty box and panics. Awesome. All right. Okay, I want to hear how my monologue of loss turned out. Who wants to kick it off? And if I'm keeping an eye on people who aren't on screen. I'm looking at your microphones. If you turn your microphone on, I'll see it right away. Cheryl, you want to start? Oh, Ray, yeah, you're there. Let's hear it.
Okay, here I am volunteering. Okay. Where did I put that coffee cup? Am I losing my mind? My mind, my poor, pitiful mind. Am I falling into a category of, euphemistically, they call neurodiversity? What a pickle I'm in, with such a diversity of coffee cups in this house, and me without a functioning mind.
You know, Chekhov wrote these plays that I mean, when I was in Kansas in college, we had this guy in our year in our theater department who we did The Three Sisters, and he played an older doctor who'd forgotten everything he was doing. He was killing his patients and was really upset with himself. And suddenly this kid in our theater department was really good. I don't think anyone had ever thought that he would do anything really well, and he was suddenly good at it. And he said, I grew up in Jetmore, Kansas. I understand Chekhov. And so I always feel like he's about this longing in these flat brown areas. But Chekhov himself said he wrote comedies. And I think hearing you read, and when I was reading you read in this monologue this afternoon, I was actually laughing at this. So thanks, Ray. I understand Chekhov better hearing you read. Mark, would you read yours for us? So sometimes I refer to this as the icy hand of spontaneity. I point a finger at someone and say, "Go."
Mark, you're muted. Mike, you're
Mark, do you
muted.
mean
I'm
Mike?
sorry.
Actually,
you're
I-
muted.
I'm so sorry.
It's
Yes, Mike.
okay.
Yeah.
I was looking for a Mark. I'm like, is there a Mark here? Anyway,
I need to go like this.
pass on this one.
Okay. All right. Cheryl, you got your mic off. Let's hear it.
I've lost my sanity. Has anyone found it? Anyone? Everyone? Someone? If you find it, will you tell me? Conceal it? Don't feel it. I'm abandoned. I'm abandoned and rejected. Rejected and alone. That's all.
Oh man. Oh. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Karen, can we hear yours?
Sure. But after that, whoa. Good
Huh?
job, Cheryl. Um, oh my goodness. All will be destroyed by my inability to find the engagement photo. The wedding party will scream and yell, "Why, why, why? Why have you failed to find the one object that will unite us all?"
Oh yeah. Nice. Lovely, lovely. Anyone who's off camera? Going once, twice, 3 times. On we go. Let me see here. So let's go ahead and nope, not yet. I was gonna send them another prompt, but let's do another one of my experiments here. And when we're reading, if you think you haven't understood it or you think you've done it wrong, I would really love to hear what you wrote, because these are all just experiments of mine. I'm kind of a mad scientist of improv. One of the things that Chekhov does a lot is his characters have a lot of sudden change in emotion that it's kind of inexplicable, and it's very fun for actors. And this is an example of one of these sudden changes of emotion. This character's named Natasha, and she's kind of bossy and very opportunistic. And her little monologue goes like this. First of all, I'll have this avenue of fir trees cut down, and then that maple. It looks so ugly in the evening. My dear, that sash does not suit you at all. It is in bad taste. You need to wear something brighter. And then I'll have flowers planted everywhere, and there'll be such a scent. Why is there a fork lying about on that seat? Why is a fork lying on this seat? I ask you, hold your tongue. So, that's where my prompt to the actors of somebody sees an object and overreacts to it comes from. We call that in improv over accepting an offer, just having an overreaction. So for this monologue, what I'd love is think of a character trait. And if you haven't thought of a trait for your character yet, try nurturing, my suggestion. And they are planning something. Whatever you would like for them to plan. If you can't think of anything, how about a car trip? And just go ahead and write for a while, and then I will interrupt. Your character, perhaps a nurturing character, planning something, perhaps a car trip. Go. Excellent. And then they see something. an object, whatever object you like. If you haven't thought of one yet, the object is a stapler. And they overreact with a huge emotion. Whatever emotion you like, if you haven't thought of one, it's joy. How about 15 more seconds? Raise your hand if you feel you need more than that. All right, let's say 30 seconds. Twenty seconds. Ten. Raise your hand if you'd like more. Oh, let's make it 10 more. Five, four, three, two. There's no way I can force you to stop if you don't want to. But I'd love to hear how this turned out. Who's going first? Yeah, Cheryl.
I'm not sure if this is what you were looking for, but this is what I have. So the key broke off in the car door this morning. Perhaps I should have been upset or frustrated, but I'm pretty used to chaotic starts to my day, no problem. Then out of the corner of my eye, I noticed the rearview mirror is askew. Looking closer, it shows me the silhouette of a figure in the back seat. That's all I got.
Whoa. I know I had an emotional reaction to that. Excellent. Thank you. Karen, you want to go?
Sure. Let's see here. My character was obsessive and they were planning for retirement. All the stocks, bonds, pension, and tax paperwork is in order. I've double checked it, organized it, indexed it, copied it, and placed a copy in my safe, and one next door, and one at my brother's, ready for retirement. Ah, there it is, my beloved, faithful, and ever-connecting stapler. I've looked for you each day, searched the house, barn, garden, shed, and bathroom. You connect all the parts of my life. Welcome home, my companion and trusty friend.
Well, thank you. Mike, you want to give it a shot?
Sure. I need to get this whole patch in this wall. I need to find my plaster, my putty knife. What? Who left this nice paper on the ground? That's ridiculous. Now will I patch this hole? Now I can't find my tools at all. I'm not sure I understood the concept either, but that's okay.
It doesn't matter as long as you wrote something. It's just kind of like I'm test driving a few prompt ideas here. You're my guinea pigs, and I thank you so much for it. I want to send them another suggestion. Ray, if you want to read, I'll get back to you in just a moment. but let's send them the suggestion of a stage direction, something an actor does on stage, an action. So go ahead and type some in there, and I'll get their text ready. Some of them we've got are somebody stumbles, somebody faints, somebody picks up a bagpipe. That's so cruel, right? Okay, what do we got here? Trips up the steps. Love it all. Love it all. But Ray wrote the most of them, so I'm going to take one of his. Somebody stumbles. A character stumbles. Thank you, Ray. Here we go. All right, you ready for a new? Oh, Ray, did you want to read yours? Your emotional change monologue. Let's hear it.
I don't really want to read it, but I did write something. So in the mode of anything goes, huh?
Yep.
So Elaine's characteristic is that she has a certain amount of cockiness, and she's planning a birthday. No, she's planning a retirement party. Retirement. Anyway. Elaine had never before planned anything as complex as a retirement party. She fully expected to get some sort of cooperation from the caterer. Suddenly, a black cat crossed her street. She just about shit in her pants. No, wait, she did shit in her pants. At least the retiree will no longer be her boss.
Boom, boom. I love how I feel that everybody's response to this was different. A descriptive paragraph, a sort of a rim shot sort of scenario, a character's monologue. I just find that endlessly interesting in improvisation, how different people take what I think is the exact same idea and it just branches out and kind of like I was describing the Thornton Wilder play before we started streaming, of taking a moment and just seeing where all the many different directions it leads. It's very interesting to me. Thank you so much for sharing them. I have another one that I would like to try. We don't have bags of time, but I think we've got plenty of time to do this. I call it a monologue of longing. So I'd love it if you would write a monologue. And I will start it out with the character who's describing the weather, the way the weather is right now. Ready? Go. And now your character finishes this sentence. It was 11 years ago today, and I remember distinctly. Don't bother writing that down. I'm just going to put it in the chat here. It was 11 years ago today, and I remember distinctly. And now your character finishes the sentence. I woke up this morning with a feeling of, I put that in the chat. You don't feel you have to write that part.
Hmm.
And the last prompt I'll give you is finish the sentence. I had a passionate longing to. Let's take 30 more seconds. 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. I'm really looking forward to hearing these. But before I do, let's send the playwrights a sound effect that they have to put in. What sound effect should it be? And I'll remind the people with their cameras, you're perfectly welcome to type in a sound effect here. A baby's cry. A car door slamming. Geese honking. A lawnmower. This is pastoral here. All right. I'm going to send them the most pastoral one there, geese honking. All right, so how did this experiment go? Who's going to read for me? I want to hear this. Oh, Karen and Mike are still working. I love it. Cheryl, you want to go? Yeah, let's hear it.
If this makes sense.
Tell me when I should say the sentence beginning, if that helps you out. I'll
have it. Thank you. And I'm not sure if I'm going to read them in the same order they were given, but it makes sense to me. So, the fog rolled in gradually, covering the valley floor in such a profound way that the surrounding mountains became invisible. The birds ceased to sing, and the desert road runners became still. It was 11 years ago today, and I remember distinctly how my teenage son ran into the front room, breathless and terrified. For a solid 9 minutes, he was unable or unwilling to utter a sound. After being held and comforted, he whispered only 2 words, "She's gone." I woke up this morning with feelings of gloom and doom. And now I had a passionate longing to have my son and I teleport to safety.
Wow.
That's all.
Wow. Thank you, Cheryl. Cool.
You're welcome.
Karen, you going?
All right, I'll give it a shot. I can see if I can get this going here. I might have drifted a little. The last red rose bobs up and down in the furious wind. A petal is ripped away from the stem each time the bitter March wind runs through our yard. It was 11 years ago today, and I remember distinctly planting that rose bush. Charlie and I were so excited, shopping at the neighborhood nursery, picking out the first plant for our new house and our new barren yard. The rose was called Surprise, and we laughed together at the silly name. I woke up this morning with a feeling of melancholy. Now Charlie is gone, and in a few more gusts, our rose we planted together will be barren and gone. Roses are a lot like people. They surprise you with their beauty, but don't last forever. I had a passionate longing to prick my finger on the rose thorns so I could see the color red one more time.
Whoa. These are amazing. Ray, your microphone is on.
Oh, that was a mistake, but
Can I hear it?
I'm glad I wasn't saying anything untoward. Okay, let's see, view, speaker, gallery, whatever. Okay. All I hear is rain, pelting, pouring, driving rain. Couldn't it at least be snow? If it were snowing, we could go tobogganing on the hill. We could have a snowball fight. School would be canceled. It was 11 years ago today, and I remember distinctly my 3rd birthday party when the snow was so deep that I couldn't even see Ricky walking as he went past the gate, and we made tunnels. I woke up this morning feeling despair. That's a word I learned in school last week. Am I using it correctly? Woe is me, woe is my little brother who doesn't even own a pair of galoshes. I had a passionate longing to grow up to be a cool, buff 16-year-old with a girlfriend and a car, preferably an amphibious car.
Oh. It's cute. Fabulous. Fabulous. Mike, can we hear it? I'd love to hear it.
Sure. Sure is cold and snowy today. This reminds me of that time back in 72 when we had the ice storm and we all had to stay inside for 2 days. That was a lot of fun. It was 11 years ago today that I found the pictures from that storm and remembered what a great time we had. We baked bread and played charades. I woke up this morning with a feeling of deja vu because another storm is supposed to hit this weekend. I had a passionate longing to make s'mores and have a fire going for the whole day and just do nothing.
I love it. I love it. I'm going to read you. This is the Chekhov speech that that I took that game from, and I have to say, I loved your speeches more than this one, than Chekhov's here. And while I'm reading it, some of the playwrights may be coming back because their time is up. I got to letting them know. All right, except I didn't spell it right. So this is the speech that it came from. It is warm today. We can have the windows open, but the birches are not in leaf yet. Father was given his brigade and came here with us from Moscow 11 years ago. And I remember distinctly that in Moscow at this time, at the beginning of May, everything was already in flower. It was warm and everything was bathed in sunshine. It's 11 years ago, and yet I remember it all as though we had left it yesterday. Oh dear, I woke up this morning. I saw a blaze of sunshine. I saw the spring and the joy stirred in my heart. I had a passionate longing to be back at home again. You all, Lisa and Ken and Laura Valpy and Alex, you missed some excellent Chekhovian monologues. Glad to have you back. And I'm getting the others back. Did you know that today is Chekhov's birthday? We did Chekhovian writing today.
I did not know that.
I will send you the link, or you'll have it, Ken, the link to today's jam, and you'll know what we did. It's worth listening to. We have some cool stuff.
I absolutely will. I hope everyone survived at the end.
I didn't introduce any guns.
Good thought.
I'm yelling at the other two to come back. Oh, there's one of them. I believe Alex Rowe has carved a niche for himself in Right Away by never finishing a play yet. So, which I think is perfectly all right and great. You know, you get something started.
I definitely didn't finish mine, so
Excellent. I love it.
that's right.
So you could keep going and maybe write a part for me. That would be lovely. All right, everyone. in the audience, what's going to happen now is the playwrights are going to
If
cast
I
their
missed
plays.
anything, I had my speakers muted.
The playwrights are going to cast their plays right now with the other playwrights reading their world premiere roles. And it's going to take us about 10 minutes to do that. So this is going to be a 10-minute intermission. And during the intermission, audience members, you can hang around and watch the chaos unfold, or go get refreshments, or do anything you want at all, really. I'm putting into the chat our different, the Synergy Theater and the Freestyle Rep Theater websites if you want to read about our company. And also, you could make a donation there if you so feel like it, which we very much appreciate. And I've also put our Facebook page that you can join if you would like to. Whatever you do during intermission is going to be 10 minutes long, and that means we should all be coming back at 38 minutes past whatever hour you happen to be in, wherever you are. So we'll see you in 10 minutes. Refreshments are on the house. Your house.
I love that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Same.
Ken, who do you need?
All right, I'm going to need everybody, and it's all going to work like this. Laura Livingston, will you please read Annie? Lisa Thompson, will you please read May? Laura Valpy, will you please read Janice? I named two characters unfortunately close to each other. There's a Janice and a Jackie. So Laura Valpy, you are the resident assistant Janice. And Alex, if you would read Jackie. Jackie enters the play a little bit later than the other three.
Great. Thank you.
Cool.
All right, thank you all.
Lisa, who do you need?
I think I need everyone too, plus one. Somebody's going to do double duty. Alex, do you have a good Irish accent? Or doesn't have to be a good one.
Oh, I'm muted, aren't I? I've got the best Irish accent. It goes with me better, don't it?
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So, Alex, you will be playing Harkness and Mr. Flanagan. Valpy, will you play Smithy? Ken, will you be Bob? And Laura Livingston, will you play Mrs. Jones? Mrs. Jones and Flanagan come in at the end.
All right. Laura Valpy.
Laura Livingston, will you please play character 1?
Love it.
And yes. And Ken Adams, will you please play character 2?
Thank you. Yes, I would.
I
Feel
will
that I'm born to play character 1.
Mhm.
And Alex Rowe.
I'm going to take a part in mine, and I need everyone also. So, Ken, would you play Jupiter?
Yes, sir.
Laura Livingston, would you play Saturn? Let's see. Valpy, would you play Mars? I will play Earth, because Earth is a jerk in my play. Lisa, would you please play Venus? And Valpy, would you play Mercury also? You may have to talk to yourself at least once. And I don't know what we're going to do with the outer planets yet.
Reduce their status to asteroids or something. All right. Okay. Cool, everybody. We have what? We've got like 5 minutes left, I think. Yeah, 5 minutes. See you in 5.
I already sent my
I'll-
play.
I'll
Excellent.
send mine as soon as I can.
As soon as you finish it.
Mine is strangely slowly uploading, but it's about to be sent.
Hey, so Valpy, in my play, sometimes I
Yeah.
wrote Janice and sometimes I wrote R.A. Those are both the same character and they're both you.
Got it. Yep. No problems. Thanks. All right. Mine is sent. Okay. BRB.
All right, folks, I have 38 minutes after the hour.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Did everyone get Alex's play but me?
No, I did not receive it yet.
I did not either.
Alex is about to send his play.
All right.
Sorry, the formatting. I just had to reformat it so it could be read. I promise that's what I was doing. Oh, far and wide. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here comes.
Okay, so everyone in the audience, grab that extra refreshment. We're having just a slight lull here, just enough time to pour another, because prohibition has been repealed. That was something else. Did I mention, playwrights, that prohibition was ratified on January 29th? So my theme was inspired for the jam by Chekhov, Kansas, because it's the day of Kansas statehood, and prohibition. It was
Laura
a
Valpy,
Huh?
are you just throwing mud in the eye of prohibition, of the spirit of prohibition?
Do you know when I was growing up in Kansas, it was still a dry state. If you wanted to drink, you had to go to the you had to go to a liquor store, buy a bottle, and take it home, because like that's gonna keep you sober. No getting it in a restaurant. All right, what am I looking
Has
for?
anyone gotten my play?
I don't have it yet.
Okay. Oh, because I haven't hit send yet is the problem. I know you think I don't know what you think of me. I can't even tell if I've got it there.
It's actually relaxing me. I always feel like I'm the one who's lagging behind in all technology.
Sorry, too many character names to type out. There it is though. It's there. I'm hopeful. I'm grateful and awake.
All
All
right.
right, I just got it.
Oh, I got it
Thank
too. Okay, audience members, come back. Come back. I see it twice. I'll just open it once. Okay. Hope for the best.
It should be the same.
Okay, excellent. And audience members, if you haven't already, come on back. We want you back. We're about ready to do some world premieres here. And I've put our websites in the chat again for the audience members, and also the link for our Facebook page, which is called Right Away Afterwards. It's just for people who've done Right Away. It's where we can mention what went on or post something you wrote. That's the first place I post what's coming up in Right Away. It's just kind of a clearinghouse. If you want to start a discussion there, that would be great. It's just for us. So here's what we would like to do. We are going to ask the audience members, and I think many of you are doing it already and have expressed a preference for it, to keep your cameras off and your microphones off during the readings. If you would like to not see everybody's name when their camera's off, just go down to the that video icon on the lower left, click on the caret next to it, which I'm doing right now, click on video settings, and scroll down there until you see hide non-video participants. And then click on that, and you won't see everybody's name all over the screen. You'll just see the characters as they turn their cameras on. And then when the reading is over, if you want to pop back on and give a little applause or whatever, we always enjoy that. Let me just remind everyone of the suggestions we sent in to the playwrights while they were writing. They were I asked that one of the characters say, "Oh wow," a lot. A character sees an empty box and panics was the next suggestion. The next one was a stage direction. A character stumbles. And the last one was the sound effect of geese honking. And now we get to hear what all that turned into. Our first playwright is Ken Adams. So Ken, I'm going to turn it over to you and remind us of what your suggestion was.
My suggestion was, I'm sorry, at some part during the play, a character is going to explain to the audience the theme by saying, "Oh, I get it. This play is about friendship, and those wind chimes represent neurodiversity."
All right, excellent.
That's what it was. All right. Shall I take it away?
Take it away, Ken.
All right. In that case, Ray and Deborah Valpy, may I ask the two of you to kindly turn off your videos so we'll have a clean stage there. And I will read some stage directions. Let me go off. And I think everything is pretty self-explanatory through the language in the play. So I won't say anything else. Let me just call up my play. All right. So the play begins with just the RA on screen. Everybody else is off. And take it away.
Well, hello there. My name is Janice, and I'm the resident assistant here on the 3rd floor of the Dingham Hall Dormitory at the State University of New York at Binghamton. This play is called The Dorm Room, and it's set in a dorm room at the above-mentioned school. It was written by Ken Adams as part of an online presentation called Right Away on Monday, January 29th, 2024. Right now, we're in room 304 of Dingham Hall. Now, in just a minute or so, that dorm room door is going to open and 2 young college students are going to enter the room. Their names are Annie and May, and they've been best friends since kindergarten. Ooh, here they are now.
Oh,
Door
wow.
opens and-
Just look at this place, May. Just look at it.
Yeah, it's something all right.
Oh, hello.
Hi, my name is Janice, and I'm the resident assistant here at Dingham Hall. I'm the person you can turn to in case you ever need anything. I'm here to make your experience at the State University of New York at Binghamton the best it can be.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Janice.
Yeah, thanks.
All right now, I'll just be on my way, but if you need anything, just give me a holler. I'm right down the hall in room 300. Bye now.
Oh, wow. Just think about it, May. Me and you, roommates in college. Did you ever think you'd see the day?
Not me. I didn't think I'd ever graduate middle school, let alone high school, let alone get accepted into college. And I wouldn't have done any of those things if it wasn't for your help.
Oh, sure you would have.
No, Annie, I mean it.
Oh, by the way, this play is going to have a theme. A theme is some sort of a theme is some piece of wisdom about life that the playwright wants you to understand by watching the play. So the plot, that's the story, is going to somehow illustrate the theme. Now, I don't know what the theme is yet, but that's because we're just getting started with the play. We're all going to have to keep our eyes and ears open in order to figure it out. All right, then. I'll see you later.
Oh, wow. We have to keep that door locked.
Now, don't change the subject, Annie. Every time I try to bring up how much I owe you for taking care of me all those years and helping me through school, you change the subject. It's all right. You know, we can admit it. You're the smart one and I'm the dumb one.
May, you quit that kind of talk. I won't hear of it. You're as smart as anybody, May. You're just as smart as anybody. Now, just sit down over there while I hang up these wind chimes by the window. You remember when you got these wind chimes for me?
Sure, I do. I got them when we were in sixth grade at the Bascom County Elementary School Fair. I had to throw a ping pong ball into a fish bowl, and then when I did, I got to choose. I could take home the fish, or I could take home those wind chimes. I didn't want the fish because I wasn't allowed to have pets, and anyway, I knew how fond you were of wind chimes, and so I got the wind chimes and gave them to you.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you weren't allowed to have pets.
Oh no, oh no!
What is it, May?
My clothes! My clothes! I had all of my clothes for college in this cardboard box. Look, it's empty. Oh, Annie, I must have forgot to pack my clothes. Oh, God, how stupid I am. How could I have come all the way to college and forgot to pack clothes?
Now, May, don't panic.
I have no clothes except what I'm wearing. Annie, how on earth am I going to get through a whole semester of college with only one set of clothing?
Oh, wow, May. That is a bit of a challenge, I'll admit, but you'll figure something out. Maybe we can just go and buy you some more clothes.
Wait a minute. I know what I can do. I can just turn this cardboard box into a pantsuit.
You can?
Sure, I can. Just give me those scissors over there, would you?
He takes the scissors and cuts up the box.
There.
Oh, wow. You did it. I can't believe that. I never would have thought of that. May, I guess our brains just work kind of differently.
The wind chimes begin to chime.
Yeah, I always see things kind of in a different way. I guess it's called the stupid way.
May, I told you to cut that kind of talk out.
There's a knock at the door.
Oh, wow, a visitor.
He opens the door. Jackie enters.
Hi, I'm Jackie. I just moved into the dorm next door. Hi, we're all dorm mates now.
Hi, I'm Annie, and this is May.
Anyway, are the two of you going to the black and white ball at Gamma Gamma Delta tonight? It's just the most important place to be tonight. Everybody's going to be there, and if you don't go, then you're just going to be the biggest social outcast on the whole campus. Oh, please, say you're going.
Oh, wow. Sure.
Great. It's the black and white ball, so you just have to wear a black and white outfit. Oh, and there's just one rule. No cardboard outfits. Okay, girls, see you there.
Well, I guess I can't go.
What do you mean?
Well, you heard him. No cardboard outfits. All I have to wear are these clothes that I'm wearing, which are not black and white, and that cardboard suitcase, pantsuit that I made, and that's it, Annie. I can't go.
Fine, then I won't go either.
No, you have to go.
May, you are my best friend, and I'm not going to go off to some party and leave you all by yourself.
Yes, you are, Annie. Yes, you are, because I'm tired of dragging you down.
Dragging me down? What are you talking about?
Stop it, Annie. Just stop it. I know that you just hang out with me because you feel sorry for me, and I appreciate it. I really do, but you've been holding yourself back in order to watch after me for your whole life. You've given up so many opportunities. Like, you didn't even go to high school prom because I went ahead and got my fingers caught in the peanut butter jar in my house, and it took us all night long to get them out. Well, I just don't want to drag you down anymore, Annie. You deserve a smart friend like that Jackie guy. Go, get the black and white ball and just leave me alone.
May?
I said get out. Get out. Get out and leave me alone.
May stumbles and falls on the floor.
Oh, wow. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. So just get out, okay? Get out.
Okay, May. I'll get out.
She exits and Mary starts to cry. The wind chimes start to chime. Enter Janice.
Hi there, May. Everything all right?
Nothing's all right. I forgot to bring all my clothes because I'm stupid. And all I have to wear is this and that stupid cardboard pantsuit over there. And I can't go to the black and white ball. And I yelled at my best friend. Oh, Janice, I'm going to lose my best friend. Oh, Janice, why do I have to be so stupid? Why does my brain have to work so differently than everybody else's?
Wind chimes chime.
Oh, I get it. This play is about friendship, and those wind chimes represent neurodiversity. That's why they chime every time she talks about her brain working differently, because that's what neurodiversity means. It means the different way that brains work. Now, if I know Ken Adams, the playwright, he's working hard right now trying to figure out how to resolve the main relationship issue between Annie and May by somehow having friendship be the important element. You see, that's how he'd use the plot to illustrate the theme, but he only has 10 minutes left to figure it out because, remember, he's writing this as part of Right Away, an online presentation in which the playwrights only get 45 minutes to write the whole thing.
No, I'm not going to leave you here, May. I don't care what you say, or how loud you scream, or how hard you cry. You are my friend, May, and I never did anything because I felt sorry for you. I did everything I did for you because I love you. You're my friend, and I love you. And one way or another, we're going to figure this out. And to prove to you how much I value our friendship, I bought this school newspaper on the way over here. Look at the headline, May. It says, "School President Welcomes Friend to Campus." See? You'll keep this as a token of our friendship.
6 geese start honking.
The 6 geese are honking. That's the call for the black and white ball. Well, I better go get my tuxedo. See you two later.
Annie, that's it. The newspaper. It's black and white. They said no cardboard, but they didn't say no paper. Quick, give me the scissors.
May makes an outfit from the newspaper. The wind chimes chime louder than ever.
Oh, wow, it's perfect. And it's black and white. Now we can both go to the ball.
And I never would have been able to do it if you didn't buy that newspaper as a gesture of our friendship.
Enter Janice in a tuxedo.
There, see? With just 2 minutes left.
Oh, May, you're the best friend a person can have. And no matter what the trouble is, a good friend is always there to help.
I love you, Annie.
And I love you, May.
Well, folks, that about wraps up the story. Thanks for giving it a listen. We all really appreciate that. Now, why don't you all go hunt up the phone number of an old friend that maybe you haven't said hello to in a little while and give them a call. I bet they'd be real glad to hear from you. Good night now. Good night and so long. The end. And blackout.
Blackout. The end. Thank you all very much.
That was so much fun, Ken.
Thank you. Thank you.
Really cool.
I love us right here being referenced in your play right now, right away.
Awesome reading. Thank you all.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you, Ken. Lisa Gay Thompson, you got a play for us, I do believe.
My suggestion was the very specific location of the top of the room in Mrs. Jones's house. And so I invite Harkness, Smithy, and Bob onto the stage. I'll read maybe a couple of stage directions, but otherwise, this is the world premiere of something that's unnamed. But here it is.
Ah, Mrs. Jones enters below us. She's getting out the tea service. She cannot hear us, as I understand it.
No, nor see us, unless we want her to see or hear.
Then our task will be easily accomplished.
Jolly good.
Oh, wow.
I say, what was the task tonight?
Right. For all those of you who didn't read the memo, which, by the way, I'm noting, our task is simply to influence Mrs. Jones in such a way that she and her neighbor, Mr. Flanagan, will discover one another. For their acquaintance is long, but their natures quite shy. Neither has realized that the other cares for them in the way that the big man upstairs has in mind for them.
Oh, wow.
Yes, quite.
Jolly good.
Bob, our friend from America, is joining our team tonight for the first time. Bob, tell us something about yourself and your previous experience working for the man upstairs.
Well, I did a bunch of gigs on the East Coast, went undercover in the Jersey area, got a couple of mobsters to sing, you know?
I say, what did they sing? I imagine a rousing number from Guys and Dolls.
No, buddy. Sing as in sing like a canary. Squeal. Give state's evidence.
And did they squeal?
Oh, wow. You bet they did. They squealed all over the place. It was a beautiful thing. After that, the big man said I deserved an easier gig. Next thing you know, I'm here in Sheffield. Seems like a pretty cushy assignment. You chickies don't look like you've ever gotten your fingers in a vice in the line of duty.
Why, what gall have you to insult us where we stand? Helping people find love is not always the cushy job you think.
Welcome, Bob. Smithy, stand down. Let's all remember that we're here to help these fine people realize their destinies. And further, let's remember who we work for. Now, Smithy, hand me the prop box. The box is empty. Deuces, I say. How can I be expected to work under these conditions? We'll have to call it off. We'll reconvene another night.
I don't know how this could have occurred. I packed that box myself. Maybe this is the work of a saboteur.
Hey, watch it, Dookie.
Is that supposed to be some kind of insult? If so, swing and a miss.
Oh, wow. Very American of you.
Now, while you were bickering, I decided that we will go ahead with the evening's plan.
But how, by Jove? Without the white dove, the marbles, and the alabaster frog, just how will we proceed?
With precision timing, a keen eye, teamwork, and most of all, improvisation. Follow my lead. Mr. Flanagan is ringing the bell. See him adjust his tie, swipe a comb through his hair, tuck in his shirt.
Oh, wow.
He's acting like a suitor. Our task is half accomplished, it seems.
Mrs. Jones has let him in and has seated him in one of the two overstuffed chairs near the picture window.
As they do each afternoon these last 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Smithy, you and Bob must descend from the top of the room here in Mrs. Jones's house and contrive to bring these two together.
With him?
Wow, do I have to?
I've gotten word from the man upstairs, and this white earpiece I wear, which has a direct line to him, that this is the final day our intervention can work. If we let it go one more day, one of these two fine people will not see tomorrow. It's vital that you put aside your differences and find a way.
Righto.
Smithy and Bob appear in the living room, but of course they are invisible to Mrs. Jones and to Mr. Flanagan. Mrs. Jones walks into the room carrying the teapot, and Bob sticks out his foot while Smithy gives Mrs. Jones just a little push. She stumbles and the teapot goes flying, drenching Mr. Flanagan top to bottom.
Oh dear. I do apologize, Mr. Flanagan. What could have come over me? Let me get you out of those wet clothes. I think I still have some of the late Mr. Jones's clothes in the back room.
Well, I could just go home.
Bob reaches into Flanagan's pocket and lifts his keys.
But I seem to have misplaced my keys.
Please, Ned, do stay.
Oh, Janine, I would love to.
Well done, Bob.
It was a pleasure working with you, Smith.
We're going to make a team after all. Look at them. The light of love is in their eyes. Finally. But
Geese pass above, honking loudly.
the big man says, well done, and just in time. The fall migration has begun, and Mrs. Jones and Mr. Flanagan could not have fallen in love once the geese began to honk.
Oh, wow.
The end. Thank you,
really
guys.
Ah,
That was great.
That was
God
super
speaks
fun
in
to do that.
mysterious ways.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was just too fun. So many fun things going on. Yay, yay.
All right, Laura Valpy, you are
Oh,
next.
sure.
I
Oh, sure.
am looking desperately for the script, so
Oh, sure, sure. Take your time. I'll slowly remind you. Got it?
thank you. Okay.
Okay. Okay, well, my suggestions were yes, being deluged with invitations to cocktail parties and doing a donut in a parking lot. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, because who knows if it makes any sense at all. Okay. Take it away.
What seems to be the problem, officer?
You need a coffee with that?
Excusez-moi.
You get that on sale at the Wenchels?
Officer Bradley, is it? I don't see what you're getting at. Could you out with it, please? I have places to be.
That was quite the donut you did in the parking lot here, ma'am. Quite the donut. Get it? Coffee? Wenchels? Oh, wow. I was sure that would lighten the mood. I don't want to make you nervous or anything on account of me having pulled you over, see? So I thought a little humor.
Sir, Officer Bradley, whatever it is that I have done, can you please give me a ticket or not? Like I said, I have places to be.
License and registration, please.
But of course.
She leans over to the glove compartment, and as she opens it, a flood of envelopes tumbles out. She rifles through them, making quite the mess in her car. There are piles and piles of envelopes on her passenger seat, the floor, the back seat. They seem to be multiplying. And as she rifles,
Well, it's got to be around here somewhere.
Ma'am, it's unlawful to drive without your license and registration. If you can't find them, I'm going to have to, well.
What? More bad jokes?
Oh, wow. Ma'am, step out of the vehicle.
after a moment, she opens the door. Envelopes come pouring out of the car. She steps out among them.
Oh, wow.
I really don't have time for this.
What is this? What's the big idea?
What? This deluge of cocktail party invitations? Yes, I know. It's utter madness. So many parties in one night. In this tiny, little, sleepy, little town.
Oh, wow.
He starts picking up envelopes one by one, giving them a quick, unbelieving examination.
Yes, can you believe it? All of these invitations just for little me.
Oh, wow.
Look, there's more.
She opens the back seat door, reaches in and pulls out an empty box.
What? Where are they? What is this? Another one of your horrible jokes, officer?
Ma'am?
She scrambles around looking for the box's contents. She stumbles and falls.
Oh, wow. Ma'am, have you been drinking?
Mais bien sûr, monsieur. So many cocktail parties, but the night is still young. Deluged. I've been deluged. Have you ever been deluged before?
I don't know what that means.
It means to be inundated with a great many, a very plentiful amount, more than you could ever ask for. Be careful what you ask for, officer. One moment you're sitting on your plastic-covered sofa with the curtains drawn and the batteries in the TV remote die, but you don't find yourself getting up to change the channel or the batteries or anything, and you let whatever's on just play and play and drone on and drone on, and maybe there are even moments that you fall asleep, and maybe that wasn't really a sleep at all, and it was just a blink, and you seem to sense a cycle of the days, but you really can't be sure, for the mail hasn't been checked in so long. But why bother going out to check the mail? You know for sure there will be nothing but junk mail, nothing but junk mail. And in the next thing you know, and you don't know how or why, but you're up and going to get that mail, despite knowing for sure it will all be junk, because you've come to the realization, and really it's an okay realization, that your best times are behind you and that they were good, really good, those best times. And so at least you have that. So you find yourself heading out to the mailbox. And what do you know?
You've been
deluged. Some angel it must have been.
an angel?
The sound of geese honking. They both look to the sky to see a flock fly by.
Winter is coming, you see. 'Tis the season. And yes, an angel among us. Perhaps an angel from my way back when best times.
Oh, wow.
So, you see, officer, I'm very sorry for any disturbance I may have caused in this parking lot. But apparently, I have more life to live, and I have a cocktail party to get to.
You've been drinking.
Then, by all means, Officer Bradley, you drive.
Blackout.
Bravo.
I was born to play character one. I said it. I was born to play her.
Yes.
I really enjoyed
That was awesome.
Reading. Thank you guys. Goodness.
All right, we have one more to go. And audience members, we usually, if you like, hang around a bit after the last play for about 5 minutes of a talk back, because we haven't taken any time for your reactions at the moment or questions or anything. So when this one is over, stick with us for a little bit if you'd like to, and we'll open the floor. All right, Alex Rowe, set us up and get us going.
Hello. Apologies both for the last line and for the repetition of a character from an earlier play who oddly duplicates in this one. But my prompts were a line from the Thornton Wilder play, Our Town, O Earth, you're too wonderful for anybody to realize you, and a bit of costuming known only in the solar system as a Vez. So this play takes place in the solar system. On stage at the start are Saturn and Jupiter.
I don't think it's anything.
But you see it.
Yeah, I see it.
Was it there before?
Before when?
Before, I don't know before when. Last time we were close.
I really couldn't say. Does it entirely matter?
Well, it might. I think you'd have noticed.
Maybe. I don't know. I may not have been paying attention.
Mercury enters.
Hey guys,
Hey, slow down.
gotta go.
I hate that guy's thing.
See ya.
Useless.
He's fast.
You're not paying attention.
I like fast.
Could you please help?
Joopy, I don't know.
Don't call me Joopy.
I don't know. I didn't notice before. Maybe you were turned away, maybe not.
This is really upsetting. Mars! Mars!
What?
Hey, Red.
Saturn.
Help me. Have I always had this spot?
The red one?
Yes.
Yeah. Doesn't always show.
I have?
What's the
Ew.
problem? Does it itch?
Oh, my word.
No.
Inflamed?
No.
You got nothing to complain about. I'm burning up.
Well,
He has a point. He's hot.
I can't believe no one ever told me.
What difference does it make?
Well, that's very easy for you to say, isn't it?
Meaning?
You definitely don't have to worry about
About?
nothing.
What are you trying to say?
Here's Beanie.
Not
Look, not now.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Beanie.
Wow. Oh, wow.
what is it?
Like the cosmos.
Yes, and
It's so, so vast.
that's right.
It's very big.
It's so, so, so wow.
You said it.
Did I?
Hey guys.
Could you not?
Beanie just said it.
I did?
What's that?
Cosmos is vast.
Nailed it.
Wait up.
Gotta go.
Oh, wow.
I think she's into him.
That's so bad.
Just kind of, girl next door thing.
Oh,
He's too fast for her.
she's not quick.
No.
Pretty, though.
Really? I don't see it.
No, well,
You don't think she is?
well,
Huh.
no, I do, but not
My,
what?
your spot just grew quite a bit.
Oh, the heavens!
What is so wrong?
This cycle of all cycles.
What is so awful?
This is time.
What are you talking about?
It won't matter to you.
What is that about?
You're so you always
Earth entered. Cheers, aces. How go the rounds?
great.
Fine, Earth.
My, what? Marvelous rings you're wearing today.
Thank you, Earth.
Don't mind if I do.
Earth,
Just a little moon.
You're a jerk.
Oops. Let one fly.
What?
Here it comes now. A box flies from Earth towards Saturn and Jupiter.
What is that?
Is that a camera?
No idea. They shoot what they want. It's a plague.
No, 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 no.
What's the matter?
What's the crimson, matey?
What?
Why so vermilion?
No,
It's just a box.
no. What? No.
Relax, Jupiter, relax. It's one of their sample collectors. There's nothing in it.
Easy, Brigadier. Sorry if they spooked you. My fault. See you around.
Are you all right?
No, I don't know.
What has gotten into you?
I thought it was a camera
What in heavens gave you that idea?
because this cycle.
What do you expect?
Hey guys,
Oh, must he?
no whispering.
No one's whispering.
Gotta go.
You really are in a state.
I don't know.
Hey,
Mars?
Uh,
Yes,
it's soon, right?
yes, it's soon.
You want to cool that spot down or heat it up? Commit, mister. Commit.
What are you two talking about?
Wow.
Hello, Venus.
Oh, wow.
What's on your mind?
What?
What is it this time?
My what?
Forget it.
Forgotten. Oh,
Wow. She's pretty, but she has the brains of a rock.
Says the red stone. Cheer up.
Ju-
Oh my. I felt that.
Jupiter shudders.
Hey guys, what's going on?
He's stumbled.
That's gonna mess us up. Huh.
Steady on, big man. I felt that. Nearly dropped my mood.
Sorry.
It's all right. Ow!
What?
All right, love.
I think I got hit by an asteroid.
Oh, I am so very sorry.
I'll be flogged. You sent my geese back north. I'll be on my way.
Oh, this is awful. I'm so sorry.
Did it leave a mark?
No, 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 no. You look lovely.
Well,
No, you do. You always do. You just look as
what?
nothing, but you look fine. Fine. Good. Lovely. Fine. The same.
What is in it to you today?
Hold yourself together.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Oh, wow.
Here it is, eh?
Yes. Soon as Mercury gets here.
Is he coming back?
Of course. Of course. It's the cycle.
What are you referring to?
Come on, buddy.
What is it?
It's the alignment. We all align next time Mercury's here.
And
And
someone has a question for you.
Don't.
Come on, tough up.
Oh, wow.
Mercury enters.
Hey guys,
would
Hey,
you
guys.
stop?
have you asked her? No.
No time like the present.
Gotta hurry.
Not with this spot.
Do it.
Would you?
What?
Would you conjoin me?
Oh, wow.
Of course.
Oh, witnessed it.
And we got a photo. That was no empty box. It was a camera.
Sneaky.
Oh, Earth, you're too wonderful for anybody to realize you. Beautiful vest, by the way.
What?
Your spot. Gorgeous.
You weren't just saying that, were you?
Silly. What do you want? A ring?
End of play.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, God. Brilliant,
Galactic.
Alex. Wow.
It was awesome.
My video won't come on, but I'm awed by the actors.
That was
And me
very
by the
fun.
writing.
Lost my video. I'm so embarrassed.
Oh, no, that was super fun.
How about that?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, playwrights and audience members. Thank you for coming to participate, being a part of this show. Some of you here for the first time, some of you coming back regularly. Thanks for taking the creative risk. We had a great jam. I recommend everyone who wasn't there listen to it when we get it up on YouTube. And thanks for giving the playwrights contributions to their plays. We at Freestyle Rep really enjoy these evenings. We want to keep them going. We appreciate having an audience that keeps things going to us. If you want to go to our websites and make a little donation, that's great. It's also really great if you'll tell your friends about this and bring them with you next time, which is February 26th. We're back then. So let's just give the playwrights another round of applause.
Thank
A
you.
round of applause to all the audience members. If you're staying for the talk back, feel free to turn your video back on. If you're leaving us now, thank you for coming. We'll see you February 26th. Bye for now.
Yay.
All right. Is the streaming still on, Ken?
I'm about to turn it off. Goodbye, everybody.